Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Something happened within our broad community of Stampede over the last few days. I think the dust is still settling, but for a lot of players who may be not in Discord or for some reason found themselves in a very awkward situation being kicked out of the guild or no idea what's going on with leadership right now, and knowing there's a substantial portion of my viewer base um, part of this community, I feel like as a content creator, I have to kind of come out and say a few words about this. What I aim to do in this video is to provide clarity and direction on where the community is headed. Talk about the divergence in culture and the break off of part of the community. Again, if you're expecting drama coming out of this video, I'm not the type of person that kind of stir things up. I don't stir the pot. I try to provide information. You can call me the nerd of the community if you want, but that's kind of what I aim to do. My intention to help. Again, you're welcome to ask questions in Discord or leave questions about or questions or comments in the comments below, as long as you're politically correct and you don't, you're not attacking anyone in the comments. Those personal attacks or whatnot, I will remove them from the comment section. In general, I mean, let's try to be cordial and be politically correct any discussion that we have. So with that out of the way, I kind of want to talk about what kind of happened. So right now, first of all, you can see that um, I am back to being the leader of Alpha Bulls, and we're down to 17 people. Don't worry. For all of those of you who are still part of Alpha Bulls right now, we're just going to be moving some of the player around as we recover from the sudden departure of a substantial portion of our player base. Don't worry. I think maybe at most 70 to 100 players, which is still a lot, right? It's about maybe a third of the community, maybe. I don't know if it reached a third or not, but that decided to move over to this new community. I think maybe I'll start from the top in terms of talking about, what led up to this point. There will be an incoming merge from Mystics, and we'll talk about it within our community once it's finalized, and we'll talk about it in the announcement. But I feel like with any organizational changes, and at the end of the day, it's a game, right? Most of us have a full-time job. Personally, as someone who's gone through quite a few organizational changes myself in the organization, change is never easy. Um, I know some of the people that moved on are friends. Who really enjoy playing the game together, and we harbor no hard feelings towards anybody that left. I think, from Ban himself, we chatted in the officers Discord about all of this. At the end of the day, it's a game. We want everybody to have fun. Um, Different people have different goals in the game. And end of the day, we just wish everyone to find a place where they feel like they belong and have a lot of fun. Uh, in real life, it's hard enough. If you look at some of the leaders that we have within Stampede, myself, Band, Panda, Captain Chaos, and even Karzak. Karzak is very much busy playing Watcho of Realms right now, but he is very busy in real life. All of us either were senior leaders or we're business leaders or at our respective companies or our own companies, whatnot. We don't have the time and energy to be in Discord and helping folks out. And I think the part of the community that's been super helpful for building the Stampede community to the size it is and growing and having the mentorship support. A lot of that shout out goes to, Polly, Groomy, Taco Cat, Polly, Apple, who was on the uh, podcast a while back, and like this portion of our leadership has been phenomenal in engaging with the player base, building up the mentorship program, and really helping a lot of the newer and upcoming players along the way. And I think them breaking off to form their own guild, I think it's great because I think both groups can preserve their culture a little bit. There seems to be a little bit of divergence in the player base. I mean, that is naturally expected. I mean, in real life, if you gone through company acquisitions, the cultures of the two companies will clash a little bit. And as we go through different merges, I mean, recently we had a merge with not so recent anymore, but with a particular guild, and eventually broke off. And guild mergers happen in other groups too, like Mystic and Valhalla try to do a little bit of a merge. So we can kind of talk about, maybe transition to talk about, some of the top guilds in the game. And what does this mean for competition? What does this potentially mean, for top, if you are ever aiming to join, the top guilds in this game. Really right now, Mystic and Prime Bulls is neck and neck, but the reality is a lot of the players in here are becoming jaded. It's not the same Bulls Prime anymore. Um, some of the biggest Krakens have retired, like for example Phil. Phil, a legend, have not really been around much. Bijo, probably those of you who might still remember who he is. Maybe he's off on a mission in Africa, real life IT deployment, where he's battling a world without internet and electricity that is stable. So shout outs to him as well. Um, but even in Mystics, right? We know Mystic. We also know a lot of the very seasoned players. Some of them have retired and they pass down their accounts, they gift it to others to keep things going. But really, the rivalry between Mystic and Bulls Prime is coming to an end. Really, this is a time where even their leader, Yuzi and Band, are having conversation about how do we preserve a community and a spot for perhaps um, the top invested players into this game who have put a lot of money and time and would like to preserve uh, and secure the position as number one guild. That is that's a common goal to a particular group of players. Uh, you might call them elitists, you might call them super sweaty. I have spoken to a lot of these players. I mean, they're fun loving. They have. I mean, there are some different personalities in the group, no doubts about it. But overall, I think we have a common goal of just trying to be strong, being our best, and they enjoy the game together, and that's perfectly fine. And I think what we're trying to do with the remaining of Stampede, part of it is also to tailor to this group. Of course, we want to support any players who wish to be part of the community and wishes to continue to go with us. Um, Panda and myself, we're going to try to keep mentoring the players, but I think we might try something a little bit different. As you're posting, maybe you want to tag us directly just so that we get the attention. We'll pass on our advice and support as usual. My channel and my journey as a content creator couldn't have been possible without your support. And I know supporters of my channel are sitting right now, some in the brand new guild and some still part of the Stampede community. And you can always rely on me to bring you I'll try my best to bring you the latest information. Quarter four is really killing me right now in real life. So some of the video updates hasn't been as frequent as I would liked. But I'll try my best. And if you have any questions or suggestions on things you want to hear from me, ask away in Discord. So I think this is a good segue to talk about, the new guild. So Bushido, and we have, Taco Cat, Polly, um, Apple, Apocalypse, Apple, Dream, quite a few of the former members that are leading. Thus, you might be familiar with many of these names. And I would say, with this group, they have created their own family of guild. I'm part of this group as well, and I know a lot of my viewers are moved here as well. So I will also be part of this group. I mean, I think I've been given a guest status or whatnot, but either way, I mean, Just like I said at the beginning of this video, I harbor no hard feelings towards anyone. Most of you who know me, like or have experienced playing with me, and seeing the nature of my videos, I am a very neutral person on these kind of things. I think it's really important for people to enjoy the game. I think one thing about this community or this game as in general is it's very positive in nature. There, in a lot of other games, I see a lot of toxicity. This, even with this major breakup, um, I don't think anybody was super rude about it, or there was a lot of tension around it. I mean, sure, people are unhappy. Some players probably experienced confusion, or getting kicked out of either Discord or out of a guild. We're trying to solve all these issues right now. If they haven't been already solved, it's in the works. So we'll make sure you have a home, and you have a supporting community to back you up in your gameplay. I think many of us who are gamers are really just looking for a virtual place where we can find belonging outside of the busy complexity of our day-to-day lives. So having a community to back you up is super important. So find your belonging, find where fits you the best. I want to take this opportunity to also promote their guild too, right? And many of you who moved over kind of will still experience the same culture over there. If we look up their guild, I think they have really gotten solid strength there. So even if you know, want to be kind of, they're very competitive with strength like that. No doubt they will be a frequent visitor to the top top three guilds, sorry, top six in GVG very quickly. I mean, we still have the likes of, so if we look over here, right now we got Mystic, Bull Prime, One Hope. Alpha Bulls, as you can see, is kind of dismantled for the time being at 17 players. So our goal is to get that sorted out before the next GVG. But I think our strength is really going to be dropping down. We'll be in competition with the likes of Oops Sorry, Dark Phoenix, Valhalla. Valhalla, I think they also had a merge. I mean, some of them merged into Mystic, but I think at this point in time is we're really looking at how do we, bring the top players in this game together, um, find find a place for them. I think people all need a home, and I think there was a vote even in the main. Um, I think it was in the content creator section of the main Discord, or it was for all players, I forget. But there was a question. So this is the main uh, content creator. Sorry, left it on there. Oh, by the way, there's a new redeem code out. So thank you. If you have not noticed this, please go to the main Discord. But I can't remember. There was a poll or something in the main Discord. Apologize if you guys saw a moment of the. But here is, I think, where I think in this main Discord, you find a lot of great information. But nonetheless, I think in here there was a poll either for the content creators, or for redeem or for the general population. The poll here, there was a question about would you like to expand the current size of the guilds? There is a lot of attention paid to building the community, and if the guild sizes do expand, there wouldn't be such a need to have a member of 30 people, right? Like, and you can have flexibility in terms of, some participating in PvE events, some in PvP events. You don't need to have full participation on some of the guild parts. But again, Bushido, this new guild, check them out. I mean, let's take a look at some of their other guilds, where they're at power ranking wise. So 52 for 28 players, and 21 players, and currently at 13. I mean, that's still decent. I mean, Bushido, the top one definitely is going to be a competitive guild for sure. I think it's a really great community base. In total, I think they brought over, if I just counted the numbers there, that will be close to 80 players, right? So that would be about a third of our player base for sure at a minimum. or close to a 30, a third of Stampede players moved over. And I highly encourage anyone who's looking to start their game mid-game, wanting some guidance along the way. I think they have a mentorship program. Let's see. They're streaming right now. Apple showing off with his um, PvP damage there, trying to do his Wuthering Coast battles there. Um, but yeah, like I don't know if they got their mentorship program started yet. I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure they will. Paulie's super great at helping new players out. You can see him in the world chat very frequently. So that's what I'll say about about Bushido. A great new community, a part of the original part of Stampede that broken out. And just like I said beginning of this video, right? Just like in real life, organizations will go through change. Change might not be easy. Hopefully in game, it's not that bad either. We'll all get through it. I mean, they're currently in the order of getting, things in the logistic getting to order. Likewise here, Stampede, we're consolidating. You can see we have probably, I think, 11 guilds before. We are most likely going to have a merge with Mystic, so that will be bringing in a lot of players. We're very friendly and welcoming people, especially we even have a chat for the super sweatiest players that are trying to optimize the last little bit of things. I think it'd be fun to play together. In general, I mean, the Mystic players, some might feel like, oh, being the rivalry between Mystic and Bulls is something like they hate each other or something. Like, that's actually not true. If we actually go to the main Discord, and even with people with one hope, right? There's no really hard feelings with anybody for the most part. Like, yes, maybe there is that one or two toxic player that, is spreading, a lot of hate or whatever it might be, right? But reality is not like that. I think the community is super, like even if you go to the CC, well, you guys are not content creators, but like it's so wholesome. Like the community is so wholesome in the way we support one another, even in the community chat as well too, in the content creator section. Um, like whenever there's some parties and people from all different top guilds all show up. Like I think in general, like this game seems to be attracting like a very healthy player base. Like just saying, right? And I'm play different type of games. There's definitely, some games tend to attract really weird people. Not gonna mention any games there. Don't want to offend anybody. So I think I yapped on long enough. Anyways, I again very much appreciate your support. And I welcome any questions and comments in the chat. I think, where this game is going, it's healthy to have some competition, healthy to have a little bit of, uh, different guilds competing. I think with Prime and Mystic joining forces, yes, I think at the end of the day, uh, Mystic is not the same Mystic as before, right? I think I mentioned already, the top players really all retired and, the accounts are in the hands of a few that are still very active. Likewise, the same is true in Prime. Um, the rivalry it's not the same rivalry we had before, not back in the days. I think, when Karzak decided to leave on and when the flag got passed to us, we kept it going for a while, but eventually all got to move on, right? It's just like going to the next job or something. Or moving to the next game. It's been like this for almost well over a year, 15 month or so. It's really cool. Maybe it's the new generation, right? Like when I was um, playing on my new account, I saw a lot of new engaged players. I checked out the players who are in the new championship. There's a lot of new players coming to the game, which is healthy for the future of this game. You can't always expect the biggest Kraken to always be around. And there will be new Kraken. There will be new players that rise to the top. So, and maybe there will even be a new guild that rise to the top, for all we know. So, and with I have a lot of hope for Bushido actually. They have a lot of newer players. They're energetic. They're engaged with the game. Who knows? 3 months from now, 5 months from now, maybe they will be the new number one guild in the game, and that's because all of the all of the Krakens from from Mystic, Bull Prime, and One's Hope, maybe we all retire. I mean, I think engagement is always a thing as guild leaders and as senior leaders in our respective organizations. I think I talked about that a little bit about, Band, Panda, myself, Cap, like what we kind of give a hint of what we do in real life. And I would say that's probably true for a lot of the players. In Bull Prime's a Mystic, right? Like, I mean, think about it. You got to have some sort of financial backing to be able to spend at that level of the game for folks, right? So it's a pretty old, mature player base on average. Like the age is probably on average 30 to 40. Just guessing there. And we're all pretty busy in real life, so we all kind of have similar hobbies. That's how we bond together. And yeah, so I think overall it's a fun group. Um, of course, we're always recruiting. You can see we have plenty of openings. So like I said, the players that want the community, want the support, and have that great experience, a lot of chat, liveliness in Discord. I think Bushido is great. If you're aiming for the top, trying to get the best rewards in game, playing with a very seasoned, a veteran group of players, I think Stampede is a great place where you find that as well. So this is us in Stampede. Um, Stampede at the top you can see here, or if you're interested in, you can always head over to Bushido. I think both are great communities. And as we patch up some of the situation, I hope no one makes too much drama out of this. Really, I think this is healthy for the player base to have a bit of movement. Um, and I will continue to be doing content creation, and I know viewers of mine are in both community now. So I'll be working with Polly, and I'll ask him and Taco to have make sure my videos are also posted on the other community as well. Because I think a lot of you enjoy what I have to say, or like my insight on where the game is going, or with the heroes rollout. So yeah, I'll continue supporting the community as a whole. You're all friends to me, and I very much appreciate all of your support and your views and how you support me to get me to where I am today. I don't think should we just check it out? I honestly think I am close to 500 subs, right? Let me just quickly check my analytics. I have not checked my analytics in a really long time. And let's see how many subs I'm at. Okay, I'm at 447 subs. Um, I would really appreciate if you guys can take me um, up to 500 subs. So please like and subscribe. I'll keep you posted and keep you covered for all of the great IMR content, whether it be the game or the community. I hope you enjoy the I guess the narration from me on this particular subject, and please don't bear any negative feelings towards either group. The last thing I want to see is this community become very divided. I think we're all in this for the fun. So yeah, I very much wish you all the best rest of your day wherever you're at. Gandalf out.